In the last 12 months, our membership has grown by 25%. It's actually the fastest growth we've seen in 4 years, with less marketing than previous years. I don't understand that, but I'm not complaining. That's wonderful. And that shows us that this rapidly evolving market is ready for complex show and tell conferences such as this. Now, the theme of this year's conference is Show Us the Impact. And my hope is that for this conference this week, you're going to be very bold in your presentations. I'd like you to present your work with real pride and enthusiasm, and we will listen and be very engaged and connected. So be prepared for me annoyingly popping up every 20 minutes and asking what's the impact, because that's what I'm going to be doing. I want us to help make sure that we can distill and really get the takeaways from everybody's presentations this week. So if you can hear me breathing and notice when I glance down to look at my notes to read, then you packed a suitcase, you put your out of office on, you spent some dollars and you traveled here, and you're engaged and you're present. And thank you for that. If you're zooming in and you've got me in the corner, or forget that, full screened on your desktop for the day, then that's wonderful and you're very engaged and connected as well. We hope we're going to have some 360 VR streaming options here, so by tomorrow we might have people in VR headsets around the world watching us, and we're working on that one. But the bottom line is that we want everyone to be connected. We want a very, very fast-paced conference. You'll notice from the program this year that some of the sessions are actually condensed from 45 down to 30, and that's because of the wide variety and the high caliber of the abstracts that we had submitted to us. Please be respectful of everybody's time. I will have no hesitation cutting everybody off when required to really keep us to time, because nobody wants to be last on the bill and have their session pushed to way after the end of the day. So please be mindful of that, and so will I. I do say the same thing every year at the CAAV because it's important. You've chosen to be engaged with us, so let's make it count and let's stay as present as we can. So Winston Churchill said that it's a mistake to look too far ahead, and that the chain of destiny can only be grasped one link at a time. So we have 2.5 days now, so let's make some links and shape some destiny. And the CAAV members and exec committee, I invite you all this year to show me that you care and show us the impact. So thank you very much. I'd now like to hand over to Bill.
Thank you, Emma Jane, for the introduction, and welcome everybody also to Indiana University at the Memorial Union here. So these are our sponsors. So MechDyne is our founding sponsor and major sponsor for all these years, and especially this year. Research Technologies has provided a lot of logistical support, time and effort to make this happen. So that's the overarching group that of which I'm a member. And then ART is also one of our newer sponsors this year. So they'll have a little demo. Both MechDyne and ART will have some demos set up, as well as some of the research demos. So Emma Jane mentioned some of this. We want to keep on time as best we can. Most of you have met Robert Ping, so he's kind of been the main logistics guru for our conference, and if you need any help, he pretty much knows what's going on. Uh-oh. I think we have a little loose wire, maybe. There we go. All right. And so I think most of you filled out a form to allow your voice and maybe image to be streamed or zoomed. If not, let us know. We won't record or show your talk. A little bit about the union. So we are, I don't know if my point is my point. There we go. We are over here in the Georgian room. So most of you realize we had breakfast way over here. And our VR demos are going to be in the back of Alumni Hall. So we're having two conferences at the same time. We're sharing our logistics team. So the HUF, which is the users or high performance storage forum, kind of like ours, is in Alumni Hall. And so they had higher participation. They had a little bit more. If we had had more people, we would have gotten Alumni Hall. But anyway, we kind of fit in both rooms pretty nicely. So we're over here in the Georgia room. Food and breaks will be over here back in the solarium. And our VR demos, like I was mentioning, are back of the Alumni Hall here. So we're going to share those. All our breaks are coincided with the HUF, so we won't be distracting them in the middle of the conferences. If you're looking for restrooms, our restrooms are right on the other side of this wall over here, so pretty convenient for us. If you happen to be over in the solarium, the closest restrooms are actually down these stairs. And right here, there's a men's and women's and a drinking fountain slash water bottle filler station here. I've circled this area too because in a moment I'll talk about what we're doing tomorrow night. We'll be located in this big red area downstairs, so you won't have to leave your hotel for tomorrow night's event. And just to reiterate what Emma Jane said, Robert Ping is our logistics guru with help from the UITS communications office, and so you'll see some of them around there putting out our tablets and things like that, our paper tablets. And then also we have some demos tonight from the Media Digitization and Preservation Initiative, and that's led by Dennis Cromwell, and then our Vice President for Information Technologies, Brad Wheeler. So tonight, we're going to be going over to the Cyber Information Building, as well as the Innovation Center, 2 buildings right next to each other. We'll be doing tours of the Media Digitization and Preservation Initiative. We'll be tours of the lab, of which I'm affiliated. Scott Birch in the back there is our manager. And so we'll be looking at the Advanced Visualization Lab, a brand new lab that we just refreshed this semester. And if you want to do the Media Digitization and Preservation Tour, you will have to sign up for that. It's a guided tour, so it's walking around, and I think we have room for 15, maybe 2 15-people tours. The signups for that may be at the CIB, as it says here. I'm going to confirm that because the tour is actually in the other building. And mostly will be dropped off at the other building, which is the Innovation Center. So let me show you the buildings. So the building on the right here is the Innovation Center. This is where our Advanced Visualization facility will be. And then this building over here on the left is the Cyber Information Structure building. And so the reception will be at both places. We have Science on a Sphere and some table displays over here. And there'll be music in the Cyber Information building. And then over here, we'll have our virtual reality demonstrations. The Huff people will be dropped off up here. We'll be dropped off over here, but you're free to mingle between spaces. If you prefer the music, you can go up to the Cyber Information building. Anyway, so that'll be all tonight. We'll talk more about that. We'll talk more about that later. So here's the details here. The buses leave here from the Union at 6 o'clock. It's about a 10-minute bus ride. If you want to walk, it's about 20 minutes, 25. And we'll get back. The buses will leave and return here about 8:30. So it's about a 2-hour event. Oh, and so in your name tags, you have green and orange tickets. Tonight's are the green tickets for drinks. And then tomorrow night are the orange tickets. And tomorrow night will be, like I said, downstairs. We have the billiards and bowling center reserved, so you can do either or both. We have that for 3 hours from 6 to 9, and those will be the orange tickets. And there are pinball machines and other things, but you have to pay for those. You have a question, Dave?
Is there a foosball table there?
There is not a foosball table. I guess I should have brought my foosball table. Maybe if you want to come over to my house tonight, we can move it down. It takes at least 2 people. All right. And one other thing then. So in the break this morning, we'll be setting up a couple of Vives in this room. So those aren't demonstration Vives. We're going to have tilt brush running on those. And so we want you to spend some time and maybe paint a scene. And we're going to have a little competition, see who has the best scene. And since it's 2 weeks to Halloween, we're going to do like the best spooky scene or jack-o'-lantern. So paint that up. We'll give you like 20 minutes. We'll have 2 stations, probably in this corner back over here. And then we're going to upload those to Google Poly, and so everybody will be able to get a chance to look at those, and we'll do some online voting for that, which we'll talk about later. And then, so Emma Jane, do you want to start the lightning round, or do you want me to take it? So we're going to do a lightning round introductions, and then in the midst of that, Matt Link, who's our Associate Vice President for Research Technologies, will join us to give another welcome.
So one of the benefits of the CAAV is that because we're a small conference, we're all in the same room. We are definitely the size of group where we can all learn about each other, share who we are, where we're from, what we do, with the hope that in the next 2.5 days, if you want opportunities to connect, then we can absolutely make that. Do we have a handheld microphone, do we know? Yeah? You're going to tell me it's in front of me?
Over here on the table.
Okay. Oh, there we go. No? Yes, there we go. Okay. Right, so I'm going to hand this around for about 15 minutes or so. So maybe not take 10 minutes each, maybe take a minute. If I start looking anxious, that means speed up. If I look super relaxed, that means you can take a little bit longer. Okay, over to you guys.
Great. Hi, I'm Eric Warner. I'm Director for Visualization and Data Services
here at Indiana University, so I oversee the Advanced Visualization Lab as well as our Research Data Services and our group called Cyber Infrastructure for Digital Arts and Humanities. And my background is in visualization and computer science, so it's great to have you all here. Look forward to talking to you over the next several days.
Good morning, my name is Hanno Steins. I'm from company ART. As you know, we're kind of a sponsor here, and we're selling optical tracking systems, very precise optical tracking systems, just to make virtual reality happen.
Hello, I'm Lisa Hunt. I am the new director of the Keith and Catherine Stein World Museum at Boise State University. So it's a new visualization museum that's going in hopefully by February, March. And so I'm here to learn everything I can. I come from art history and museum studies, so I am learning all the acronyms as I go.
Hi, my name is Jeanette Lair. I, up until a week ago, was doing programming on technology at the Monroe County Public Library here in Bloomington, Indiana. And now I actually just started a new position here at Indiana University. I'll be doing student outreach with emerging technologies. So, yeah, thanks.
Hi, my name is Shiva Sastry. I'm from University of Akron in Ohio. I'm a professor of electrical computer engineering, and I'm also director for strategic initiatives for the campus. I'm become very interested in augmented reality for maintaining engineered systems. I'm here to basically learn and see what's going on.
I'm Peter Tillman. I'm a professor of biochemistry at the University of Calgary. We do computer simulations of up to millions of atoms and molecules, and we're interested in trying to analyze that data.
Morning, my name is Nate Newsom. I'm a VR developer and researcher at Clemson University. I work on two different sides, partially with the whole campus, kind of helping everybody who wants to involve VR in their research and develop VR software for the printing and packaging industry.
I'm Jeff Fisher. I manage the VR lab at Michigan State. This year, obviously, learning what else is doing. So, always good to be here. See some familiar faces.
Hi, I'm Sean Petty. I work at the University of Michigan as part of a building called the Duderstadt Center there. It's kind of a hub for the entire university. We deal with a lot of media and visualization. I'm a developer there, so working on any kind of custom solutions that's needed for either student projects or faculty research.
Hi, I'm Ted Hall. All of my degrees say architecture. I finished my master's degree in architecture in 1981 and immediately became a software developer instead of an architect. Started with computer-aided architectural design and over the decades has morphed into virtual reality. So I work with Sean at the Duderstadt Center, developing AR, VR software.
Hi, I'm Roger da Silva. I'm a professor at UHV, University of Houston, Victoria, in Texas, and the director of digital games and simulations. We are under right there. We are under construction of new STEM building where we are going to have a visualization theater from McDonald. They helped us build that, and I'm interested in virtual reality and animations and then like crowd simulations.
My name is Chris Larkey. I'm from the Visualization Lab at Marquette University, which is in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. The kind of virtual reality development that I do is usually for creating curriculum, VR content that enhances the curriculum of the other departments. So we're in engineering, we do a lot of biomedical data visualization, we do a fair amount of research, but we also do a lot of educational content for the entire university, arts and theater, nursing, all sorts of things like that.
I'm Dave Cimarrero. I'm from the University of Texas. I have a dual appointment with the Dell Medical School and I'm the Women's Health Group there, and Texas Advanced Computing Center, one of the large-scale visualization group. At TAC, I do ray tracing, real-time, large-scale distributed computing. At the Women's Health, department at Dell. We're a group of physicians, statisticians, and visualization folks, and we're working on the best term we can come up with is digital health. We're looking at we're doing data analytics to try and improve outcomes for women in particular. Our lead is a physician, and he works with at-risk pregnancies. So that's kind of his work. I've been doing visualization for many years, and I'm just now getting into this medical space.
Good morning. My name is Mark Chapina. I'm a professor in electrical and computer engineering at Villanova University, and started doing VR in 2015 for classroom applications, and kind of led me into sports training applications for VR and AR. So last year I was able to present some of the work we were doing.
Hi everybody, I'm Andy. I'm a PhD student here at Indiana University. I had a very short trip this morning, which was awesome. I do research on data visualization in VR, specifically interacting with data in VR. Currently, we are working on a grant to create a Google Maps of the human body called HubMap. I will talk about that later. Glad to be here.
Good morning. My name is Amy Vanich. I'm an associate professor in computer science at the University of Wyoming in Laramie, Wyoming. So I run the Interactive Realities Lab, and we conduct research in 3D user interfaces and interaction for immersive environment. And I've been conducting research in VR since 2003.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Scott Birch. I'm the manager of the Advanced Visualization Lab here at IU, and we are very happy to have you all here at this conference. My career is full of educational technology projects, and before I joined IU, I specialized in volumetric medical data sets, building 3D applications in veterinary medicine, and we'll have some demos of that as well.
Hi everybody, my name is Shelby Hallman. I'm from North Carolina State University, where I'm an engineering entrepreneurship librarian. As part of my role, I work with the library's multiple large-scale visualization walls and include closed visualization spaces. I mainly focus on thinking through creating shareable and open content for other universities, as well as visualization programming. Good morning, my name is Laura Fedman. I am the program manager for the Envision Center at Purdue University. We hire grad students and undergrad students to work on projects, and we provide services and data visualization, virtual and augmented reality, and media creation to faculty, staff, other students, as well as industry. Thank you.
Hi, so I'm Bill Sherman again. Normally I won't, for the rest of the conference I won't do this, but I'll be me for a moment. So last year I announced that I had 2 books almost coming out. This year I finished those 2 books, so I'll have copies of those if anyone wants to peruse those later. But anyway, yeah, welcome again, and I'll pass on to Kurt here.
Good morning. I'm Kurt Hoffmeister with McDon. I'm actually semi-retired now, but one of the perks of that is getting to attend conferences and stay involved with technology advances. My main interest is virtual reality, augmented reality, simulation, and the challenges of standing up those type centers and displays.
Mike Hancock, digital projection. So our company provides high-end display technology projection and direct view LED capable of 3D and high resolution. And I'm here to help you realize your technology needs.
Hi, I'm John Bullock, and I head up a lab at Ball State University called the IDEA Lab, and we're primarily a VR, AR unit, and I will be talking to you in a few minutes to tell you what we're doing.
I'm Kyle Summerfield. I'm our software developer at the Shelter Data Center at the University of Wyoming. I also run the internship program there. My background is in fine art and graphic design, but I've been doing VR development for about 5 years now.
Good morning, my name is Paul Yu. I'm from Maritime. I'm a business development associate. So I'm here to learn what I could do in this new industry that I'm in. I'm very excited and honored to be here. Thank you.
My name is John Delka from the Idaho National Laboratory, and I run the Applied Visualization Laboratory there, and I work with the University of Wyoming a little bit. I'm a student at GEE. My background's in geographic information systems and computer programming, and so I'm new to the 3D environment, but not so new to computer.
Hi, I'm Elise Newman. I'm a member of the board of CAAV and the middle professor and the director of IMSA, the Institute for Intelligent Material Systems and Environment at Clemson University. And my interest in VR has a lot to do with what I do in neuroscience and architecture in terms of being able to simulate environments in order to test subject response to certain kinds of things that we're looking for. And I flew in from Dubai, so I'm not sure what time it is or exactly where I am quite yet, but it will all catch up to me in a little bit, and I look forward to meeting you.
Thank you, Lisa. I can't play the card, but I'm still on mountain time. And if I come for a brief moment, take off my CAAV hat. I manage the Shell 3D Visualization Center at the University of Wyoming. Prior to that, I ran a different visualization center in the north of England, where we specialized in simulations to support offshore installations of wind turbines, which is a whole other fun thing to do. My research at the moment revolves around using virtual reality to treat obesity and different kinds of weight management disorders, to correct body dysmorphia and other things like that. So that's not something that I ever seem to bring up at the CAAV, it's my own area of research. So there we go, we've got a whole 10 seconds. Thank you for the lightning round, I appreciate that. We get about a third of the way through the room and I'm confidently thinking, I've got it, I've got names, I've got locations, and I know exactly who everybody is and what everyone does. And then we get halfway through and my confidence wanes again. And then we get all the way through the room and I hit the panic button, but I'm just glad we've got no tags on. So forgive me if I blank you all in the next few days. It's just, it takes me a moment to remember who's doing what's what. Well, thank you for the lightning round, and I believe I'll now hand over to Bill, who will introduce our next speaker.
All right, thank you, Emma Jane. All right, so welcome again, everybody. So one more welcome talk for you from Matt Link, who I mentioned earlier was our Associate Vice President for Research Technologies. And thank you, Matt, for joining us. Use that mic if you want.
Yeah, sure. Morning. Thanks for joining us. Thanks, John, for doing the keynote today. I'd like to welcome everybody to IU, which Bill's probably done, and this is a kickoff of our bicentennial year. So you may see some of that around campus as you go by. You may see some of the buses. I think the bicentennial bus is going to be outside of the Innovation Center tonight. Yeah, so when you guys are going there to see the IQ wall? IQ wall. Is that CIB and, okay, right. So that'll be interesting tonight. Good representation from IU, and you know, I think that the thing that we like to do is IU is be host and participate in these sorts of events. Certainly the CAAV, we've got a lot of experience dating back from '97, right? '97 of doing advanced visualization. So Eric and Bill and Matt and Scott and Chris Eller's in Wisconsin. I don't know doing what.
He'll be down tonight.
Oh, okay. So big team of us here, and you know, I think that there's a lot of good work and a lot of good discussions to be had, as always in these conferences. This is a small conference, which means it's really tight. I'm sure a lot of you go to bigger conferences, and I always feel like you don't get as much information sharing. Excuse me. And so having a small conference is really good for doing those sorts of things and having the networking that goes with that. So I want to welcome you again to IU. Have a great conference. Bill's got me on a short time leash, so I think I'm about done in preparation for John. Have a good morning.
All right, thank you, Matt.